Tonight the Stars Revolt by Gardner F. Fox, originally published in Planet Stories, March 1952. Read by Jon Gill. Part 5. Moana laughed softly. Her black eyes taunted him. She said, "You want to hear what Stazar says about government and science and people, Angus the Red? Let me take him through the veil, Eminence. Let the god himself tell the fool." The dictator smiled thinly, looking from man to woman. He shook his head. Moana moved to one side of the square-set ruler. Her black eyes bored straight at Angus. He tried to understand their expression. The dictator stood up. "I've used reason, Angus. You're a pirate. You've preyed on my space caravans. You've stolen and plundered from me. I tell you again, I'll forgive all of that, even reward you, if you tell me who sent you here this night." The black eyes burned at him in Moana's pale white face. She touched her full upper lip with a red tongue tip. "If I could see Stazar," fumbled Angus, trying to fathom what Moana wanted him to say. When she nodded almost imperceptibly, he went on. "Perhaps he could make me change my mind. If Stazar says I've been a fool, why then everything I've believed in will have gone smash. In that case, I'd like to serve your Eminence." Moana's black eyes laughed silently, applauding him. The dictator scowled thoughtfully. He swung around on the girl. "Will you be his vow companion?" Angus knew what that meant. If he found a way to escape, the dictator would stretch that lovely white body on the rack in place of his own, give those thighs and breasts and face to the red-hot pincers, the nails, the barked hooks. He would never let her suffer that fate. Maybe the dictator knew that. He smiled a little as Moana promised. He went without another glance at Angus. Moana said softly, "It was all I could do, Red Angus. He would have taken you to the pits tonight if I hadn't delayed it." "You don't owe me anything," he told her crisply. "I do, though. My brother angered the dictator a year ago. He was sent to the salt marshes of Tix. You raided the caravan that carried him and set him free. My brother lives safely, hidden today in one of your pirate cities. I remember that, Angus. Sometimes good deeds do pay off. What does Plegaston say about that?" She went past him and through the doorway. He followed her swaying body along the drape-hung corridors, into small rooms and past oak-beamed doors. She came to a blank wall, reached up and pressed pink fingertips against a rose stone. "The whirls of the tips of my fingers set off a light switch mechanism within the stone," she explained. "It's better than any key." Somewhere an engine hummed faintly, and the rock wall began to turn. It swung aside to reveal a narrow corridor leading downwards. The walls were coated with a luminescent blueness that glowed brightly, lighting the way. Angus saw the pool long before he came to it. A round metal collar bordered the glistening blackness that seemed to press upward as though striving to burst free of whatever held it. It shimmered and quivered. It pulsed and throbbed with something close to life itself. Angus came to a stop, staring at it. He put out a hand and thrust it into the darkness. It felt light, biting, and he thought it might taste like heady wine. Moana took his other hand. She whispered, "Come," and stepped down into the pool. The darkness swam all around Angus. He felt it on his skin, in the pores of his arms and hands and legs. It made him giddy, so that he wanted to laugh. It was like walking on air, to stride in this thing. They went down into the pool and stood in a strange place where there was only blackness, unrelieved by light. It was cold. Faintly, Angus could hear what he thought was music. "Will yourself ahead," he heard a musical voice whisper. He floated effortlessly. "Where are you?" he wondered aloud. "Out of space, out of time, in the abode of the god. Soon now we shall see Stazar." A bright point of red glowed faintly, as a pinhead might gleam when heated in a fire. It grew swiftly to the size of a fist, to the size of a head. The red glow burst and sent streamers of flame out into the darkness. Where the red had been was Stazar. The end. Thank you for listening.